Hey guys, it's the Millway 5, Max Moore, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we gained a bunch of upgrades, including a magic meter from the Pointy Brood Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain, and quite a few pieces of heart where we got a new heart container in the process, and are working like halfway to another one. And leave, yes. As I said, I think I might have said this earlier, or this might have been in a failed recording, but you can climb up these chains on the sides of the drawbridge to get 20 rupees from them, and I'm gonna need a few extra rupees after how many I frickin' spent in the Bomb Tube Bowling Alley, which I managed to come out of alright, but it's still very expensive to go there. We can now head to the way that we are supposed to go in order to reach the next spiritual stone, which... Does the game ever tell you this? I think this is another case where, like, I know what to do just because I've seen playthroughs of Ocarina of Time before I played 3D, but I don't know if the game really tells you this, unless maybe Navi says something, in which case there's another instance in which it actually is useful. There's this little river that goes by the bridge that leads towards Kakariko Village, and there's a little pathway off to the side here, and that is actually where we are supposed to go, and it's going to turn nighttime. I don't want it to be nighttime because I think there's something I won't be able to do there because if it's being nighttime there. Just move faster. Luckily, I have the Sun Song with me, but it's more convenient if it just isn't freaking nighttime by the time I get there. Hurry, hurry. Don't have it be a repeat of the damn volcano. Please, please, please. Okay, I think this is good enough, and yeah, you can see Game 4 over there. You obviously know what's coming. Now we can actually drop bits of magic. You got a magic jar. Your magic meter is filled. I don't know why I thought magic jar sounded so... Oh, wait, time still moves here. God damn it! Ooh, looks like you've gotten bigger and stronger already, Link. Just ahead lies Zora's domain. The Zora serve Hyrule's royal family by protecting this water source. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family. You get that, dipshit? You've done this same puzzle a bunch of times, but I'm telling you again. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. Even though there's a Triforce symbol right there, which signifies you're supposed to do that. Hoots! If we went here before, we wouldn't have been able to do anything, because we didn't have bombs, and we didn't have magic teleporting bombs, that is! And now we can obviously progress to the rest of Zora's River, which leads to Zora's domain. And oh no, the thing that I wanted to do is still here. You can find this weird-looking man here. How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees for one piece? You want to buy a couple of these. Every time you buy one of these, it will go up in price because they start selling more. You got a magic bean. Find a suitable spot for a garden and plant it with seed. Then wait for something fun to happen. When you see little patches of dirt in the ground with like a dot in the center, that's where you can plant them. There's actually one of these to the entrance of the Dongo's Cavern, and that's what actually you're supposed to do to get the piece of heart that we saw above the entrance there. Although I'll probably do that a bit later, because it'd be kind of inconvenient to go back there now when I want to make more progress here. If you want to plant beans, go around and look for soft soil. I don't know why I did that, but these are the kinds of spots. I don't think this gives us anything like a piece of heart or anything, but it makes traversing through Zora's River more convenient in the future, because it acts like a big-ass shortcut. It plants a little sprout, and it will turn into a big sort of like leaf pad that will float through the air. And now I'm going to buy a few more of these, not too many, but as I can see, he says something a bit different. Well, they're not that popular yet. How about 20 rupees for one piece? I bought 2 more magic beans because that's how many I could afford. And there's also a Kuko here, and this Kuko is not the rock. The Kuko is very important. Because that is how we're going to get the 2 pieces of heart that are located in this area. Eventually, you got to try and avoid getting hit first because there's going to be a new enemy along here. Although I wonder... There you go, Octoroks. They're very easy enemies, unlike their Breath of the Wild counterparts where they hit like a fucking truck. They shoot rocks at you, which move very slowly. You can deflect them back with your shield and do damage to them. You can also hit them with a slingshot, and I think that hurts as well. And that's it. They're very simple in the rest of the series, except again in Breath of the Wild, where they've decided to become really freaking strong for some reason. But this is a bit tricky. You want to jump off here with the Kuko, and then you want to throw it just as you touch the ledge, and that will allow you to grab on. Now I'll let you jump across here and just barely grab onto this ledge and get this piece of heart. And we only need one more to get yet another heart container, and there's one obviously not far off by the fact that I said there were two. You also gonna need the Kuko over this, so hopefully he does not. Thank you. If he falls in the water, I believe he just goes back to the spot where he first found him. There are also blue Tektites here, the same as the Tektites from before, but they're found in water. And I think they actually have more health as well. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm gonna have to try and get the Kuko over here. The only issue is obviously he runs away shortly after you throw him. But can I? Yes, I can stand in the water, but still hold on to him. And then we're already getting close to the end. In terms of horizontal length, I guess Zora's River isn't that long. There's some more stuff we can do up there, but we can't really reach those spots yet. But we're already at the ending spot here. Just gotta watch out for the Octorok here and go over the river, because this is where we get to the door to Zora's domain, where it's got all this sort of weird path and stuff, which you don't have to even walk through most of it. You can just jump over it like this. And I think I know where this is. I think I know this. I don't think I can do anything about that just yet, though. But there is another piece of heart that you can get on this ledge here, and that will give us another heart container. Now that we've gotten 4, we now have 8 of them. But it's a very good spot for when obviously we're gonna have to deal with another dungeon. And there's also... Wait a minute, what was that? I saw something. Oh, that was just you. You don't go back? You're in the water, though. Huh. Well, anyway, also from doing a bit of preparation for this episode, I also learned that if you go to this spot with the ladder at nighttime, I'm going to have to play the sun song here to make it more convenient. There will be a gold sculpture that just magically pops out of... I didn't mean to do that. It's the stupid sensitive C-stick. And then we can kill that and get us our 8th gold Skulltula token. Very close to getting the first reward that we'll get from the House of Skulltula. And now that's done, I should probably switch back to the bombs, although granted, doing that won't be... I mean, that will be kind of more counterproductive if I accidentally do that, but... I want to quickly check. I don't think I can dive this deep, though, because you can only go under the water for 3 seconds. As I remember that there was a little body of water in the Lost Woods that I'd never actually really been to before, just because I never thought of it, and I thought maybe that's where it connects to, because just like when we got the little shortcut in Goron City. But, oh, there isn't a Triforce here. Oh, I thought because there was a Triforce here, maybe... I frickin' said it, and I didn't even listen to my own advice. Stupid C-stick. There. That will part the waterfall. And... we have reached Zora's domain with its pretty music. And its non-frozen state like it was in Twilight Princess. There are a couple of things we can do around in Zora's domain. One of them I'm actually going to think is a bit tricky, but the first thing we want to do is the most important. Just ahead, King Zora's chamber. Show the proper respect! Heading up this long and narrow pathway with this unlit torch shall take us to this long staircase, will take us to this magical man that has just popped in, who's not really a man. He is the king of the Zoras, and you have to stand on this pedestal in order to speak to him. Oh, my dear, sweet Princess Ruto. Where has she gone? I'm so worried. Well, there seems to be the shenanigans that are going on around here, but there's also a sign here. Who dares put a sign in the king's chamber? High dive practice spot. Are you confident in your diving skill? So we go along this little tunnel, and we can find a Zora at the end, and I think this was the first game that used their more majestic looking designs rather than their creepy sort of green fish people designs from like A Link to the Past and prior games. Diving game, 20 rupees. Want to play? Okay! pick up all the rupees I throw from here. You have only a limited amount of time. When you pick them all up, come back here. I'll give you something very nice. Start! You have just a little under a minute to do this, and this is a very easy minigame. Even though you can only go underwater for 3 seconds, you can potentially pick up more than one if it's close enough. I've already got 2, and only with like a 1/10 of the time. Get another one. I won't be able to get the other one just in time, but again, still plenty of time to get this one last one. And is there another one that I could have sworn? Okay, there it is. I could have sworn I only saw 4 in the damn cutscene. Hey, congratulations! I've got something very nice for you. Come and get it. I don't know why he's Borat, but we'll just roll with it. So going back and seeing the Borat fishman. What a graceful dive! Now please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper under the water. You got the silver scale. Jump into the water and press A. You can dive deeper than you could before. We can essentially go underwater for 6 seconds. Well, I assume it's... Well, I keep calling it seconds. I don't know if it's really seconds, but close enough. And the other thing that I want to do in Zora's Domain is that we have these lit torches up here by where King Zora is. But there wasn't a lit one down there. In a similar vein to Goron City, we're going to have to light up some more torches. Again, with the advice that the wooden ones stay lit forever. That is very good here in order to conserve the torches here. That is going to start a little bit of a puzzle for us. There are more torches around this place, and we have got to light them all on a singular pathway. We go down this part. This part is the shop for this location. I am going to quickly put that out of the way, and the rest of the torches are located over water, so you can't roll, otherwise the stick will no longer be on fire, and I could have worded that in a much better way, like I do all the time. The other 2 are just behind this waterfall, because of course something is behind the waterfall in the video game. And lighting all of those torches, and I'm surprised the stick did not run out there, gives us... yet another heart piece! I'm getting them really fast. I didn't think I'd be able to make this much progress in this short amount of time. Alright, now that we've done everything here, there is this little hole over here, which is actually where you're supposed to go. It doesn't seem like it's required, but you do need to go there. But again, I want to do some fact-checking here, and I want to actually test out that little alcove we saw on the way here and see if it actually takes us to the Lost Woods. Now it's time for some Mythbusters shit here and see, does this tunnel take us to the Lost Woods? If it does, I will be amazed. Yes, it does! So I finally have the mystery of what the hell this body of water with this random thing that I always felt looked like some sort of like memorial pedestal or something. I finally know what it is because I've never actually been bothered to swim down here and check. And for some reason you gotta play Zelda's Lullaby again just to get back in here. I don't know why, even though we've proven our position. But now using the scale that Zora Borat gave us, we can go under this tunnel, and this takes us to Lake Hylia, a location we have not been to before. You could get through here from Hyrule Field, but there would have been something blocking your way. But now that we are here, we can see this down here if I can actually reach it. You got an empty bottle! Yet another one! This is the third one in the game, and this one is actually mandatory. Put something inside and press C to use it. Wait a minute! Something's already inside! As if it wasn't obvious enough. Now that's all you really need to do in Lake Hylia, but there is 2, well, I guess technically 3 things that I want to get done here. There is another mini-game we can do around here. There's another mini-game I don't like, so I'm going to put it off. But first I want to go to this scarecrow over here. I am Benoru, the Scarecrow musical genius. I hear a song once, and I'll never forget it, baby. So we pull out the ocarina for him. Whoa, you have an ocarina. Hey, why don't you let your tune on me with it, baby? So you can actually make up any song you want here. I would obviously recommend doing something that's kind of easy to remember, so I'm going to do something extremely stupid and just do down and A the entire time. It has to be exactly 8 notes as well. Well, not bad. I'll remember it for you anyway. I don't mean I can remember only 8 notes, but let's just cut it right there for now, baby. Does it actually pick up if you do something extremely monotonous like that? Because the point of this is to go to this scarecrow. My name is Pierre, the Wandering Scarecrow. Actually, I wish I could wander to look for soul-moving sounds, but I'm kind of stuck here. What the song is supposed to do, if my memory is correct, because I've read up on this, is if you repeat the song that you gave to him, you played the Scarecrow song. And I guess nothing happened because I'm right next to it. What it's supposed to happen is that Pierre is supposed to show up and he can essentially give you a little bit of advice on what to do. It's a little bit like Nami in that regard. Something I don't really use, but I do like the fact that you can essentially just make your own song and actually have some sort of function with it. But the other thing I want to do in Lake Hylia, you see that little island over there that's all like made of stone and stuff? I'm going to have to swim to that. So I'm cutting. You can press B to move faster in the water, which is also very, very nice. Where, again, I'm gonna have to play the sun song here because it's another case of a gold sculpture that only appears at nighttime. This is generally a case of a lot of sculptures, like kind of like out in the areas where time can change. There he is, and also playing the sun song around here will also cause a fairy to show up, and this is exactly what I was talking about when I said I wasn't bothered by the fact that I lost the fairy to the damn volcano. I am going to try and catch it. Catch it! Catch it! Catch the damn thing! Please! It's gone. And it doesn't even freaking come back. Great! I'm gonna have to go for the whole dungeon without a fairy. It's not like the next dungeon's hard. I'm not particularly a big fan of the next dungeon, but whatever. The more important point is, we should check what that note was inside that bottle, though. Huh? It looks like there is something already inside this ball, even though we've already established it. It's a letter. Help me, I'm waiting for you inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Ruto. P.S. Don't tell my father. Well, I'm sorry, madam, but showing the letter to your father is how you're supposed to progress through the game, so I have to break the rules. Oh, this letter. It's from Princess Ruto. Let's see. She's inside Lord Jabu Jabu? That's not possible! Our guardian god, Lord Jabu Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger, Ganondorf, came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green around the gills, just like that man's skin. The evidence seems clear. Of course, you'll go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You keep the bottle it was in. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately. Zora! And now he is going to move incredibly slowly, and you cannot skip through this. Maybe this is supposed to be like a secret message to eat healthily. Don't end up like King Zora. Stay healthy so you won't have to squeeze along the sofa in order to make room for the rest of your family, and very, very slowly. But going through there is not the only thing that we are supposed to do. There's something else, which again, I don't know if this is something the game tells you. This might again be another similar Soria's Song kind of thing where the game doesn't actually tell you this shit. But in the Zora shop, welcome! You can buy a fish here for 200 rupees, which we can't even carry that amount. But that's essentially just me telling you that you need to get a fish for what we're about to do. But luckily, there are some fish around this spot here, and we just need to catch one of them. I can catch a fish far easier than I can catch a damn fairy for some reason. You got a fish! Use it with C, and something might happen. It looks so fresh and delicious. Well, it's a raw fish. Now that we have the oh-so-important fish in hand, we can go around here, and for some reason, unless I'm misremembering here, I don't think you can speak to King Zora over here. I don't want to fall down again. Let's see. No, you can't speak to him, even though you're standing right next to him. You always have to be on that damn pedestal. We can go over here. To Zora's Fountain, and there is Lord Jabu Jabu himself, whose name always made me think of Star Wars for some reason. I'm probably just thinking some sort of combination of Jabba the Hutt and Jar Jar Binks. But the fish is precisely what we are supposed to do. Zora's Fountain, don't disturb Lord Jabu Jabu. King Zora the 16th. Again, it takes me a second to figure out those larger Roman numerals. I think I just have to drop the fish here. I hope I don't have to target onto him because it doesn't seem like I can.